Did you know that ticket prices can actually go down right before the game? That's where Game Time comes in. Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time from thousands of trusted sellers, then shows you all the best deals. So we can get tickets at the last minute for up to 60% off. Download Game Time now.
And head on to chatsports.com/tickets to download the Game Time app. All right, folks, you're watching the 49ers Report. Cam Rogers with you. Let's hit up the 49ers mailbag. I'm answering all of your questions. We got Steven from Facebook. Who do you think the 49ers will draft first? So here is my projection as we stand, Steven. I've got the 49ers selecting Tremaine Edmunds at number 9 overall. And I have this because I don't think Quenton Nelson drops to number 9 on that list. So in that vein, I'm going with my second best option. I think Edmunds has a really high ceiling. You can experiment with him on the defensive side for San Francisco. Has great athletic ability. If he works on his instincts a little bit, Steven, I'm telling you, Tremaine is going to be a fantastic piece for that defense. And by the way, with the ongoing Reuben Foster situation here, Edmunds is somewhat of an insurance policy for San Francisco. So keep an eye out on Tremaine Edmunds. Let's get to the next question. Alexander, will Jimmie Ward play a full season? Alexander, great question here. And the reality is he hasn't played 16 games since 2015, has never started all 16 games. Now, from what I understand, we'll learn more about Jimmie Ward's role for the 2018 season after the draft is concluded. I know the 49ers are trying to experiment a little bit, nickel corner, maybe a little bit more at safety, maybe at outside corner as well. They're going to try Jimmie Ward at a few spots during mandatory minicamp and OTAs and all that such to kind of see what they can get out of him. But in terms of playing 16 games, Alexander, I mean, just based off the history, doesn't look good, but of course we can be faithful in that, right? Let's get to the next question here. Daniel, what is your top 5 wish list for the first round? Great question, Daniel. Thanks for chiming in. Here is my list. Talked about it. Quenton Nelson there at number 1. Address the interior of that offensive line. Protect Jimmy G. Protect your franchise. There's Tremaine. I've got the 49ers selecting him at number 9 in my current mock draft. Roquan Smith, really intelligent linebacker. Great in pass coverage as well. And a couple of defensive ends. Harold Landry, I like him a lot. I didn't have him in my last video in terms of top 5 targets, but I did have him in a couple of videos ago, so I have been talking about him a little bit. Davenport as well. Had him in my last video. Really good talent. Needs to show a little more consistency, and I'm not a big fan of him at number 9 overall, but let's say the 49ers trade back. Keep an eye out on Davenport. All right, let's get to the next question. Harold, I hope Quenton Nelson will fall to us. What are you thinking? First of all, Harold, why are you screaming at me? All capitals with Quenton Nelson. But we do appreciate that question. I'm telling you, if he's there at number 9, that is the dream scenario for San Francisco. Now, will he fall? I don't think so. I don't think he will. There are needs at the guard position for a few teams in that draft above the 49ers, talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. Yes, Denver could go with a quarterback, but all 3 of those teams need to address the interior of their offensive lines. And once the 49ers select at number 9, it might be too late to grab Quenton Nelson. So I am not faithful in it, but it certainly could happen, especially if some craziness happens at the top of the board. So stay tuned for that. All right, next question. We got Tao. How about DJ Chark from LSU? What are your thoughts on him? I'm telling you, I like this kid a lot, and the 49ers should not get a wide receiver at number 9 overall, by the way. But perhaps in later rounds, DJ Chark is a name to kind of monitor here. He's got an unbelievable combination of size and athleticism. And, you know, I think his numbers don't really jump out at you because, well, quarterbacks from LSU don't really, you know, light it up through the air. So DJ Chark, I think, would be a really solid option for San Francisco and could learn a few things from Pierre Garçon and Marquise Goodwin and would be probably a nice teammate with Trent Taylor as well. DJ Chark, certainly a name to monitor because I do feel that the 49ers will get a wide receiver at some point, whether it's the second or third round, etc. definitely not going to be the first, but it'll happen. No doubt about that. All right, folks, you're watching the 49ers Mailbag segment here. If you have a question for me, comment, and we'll answer in the next episode in our 49ers Mailbag. So hit me up on Facebook as well as YouTube and on Twitter at Mr. Rogers99. All right, folks, this has been the 49ers Report. I am Cam Rogers. We'll see you next time.